EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
McCarthy operating from the gun. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a give to Jones running left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, the Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. You talk about this Jets defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. McCarthy off the play fake. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Bucky Irving, 74 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside line. To give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing is McCarthy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chandler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On play action, McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
In motion right is Addison. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in the end zone, and no run back forthcoming, so they will bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28, 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. McCarthy to throw on second down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Third down and 6. Here's McCarthy. He has his target. It's Addison. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. A good pickup there at 22. McCarthy now on first down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. McCarthy going to throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's down inside the 15. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. On first down, McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Folk connects on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before break. McCarthy, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before break. McCarthy. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now McCarthy. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Jermaine Johnson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The lessons will continue, but this rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass complete to Addison. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. Flush to his right. That's to the rookie from Texas, Adonai Mitchell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got a man here, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings